Hey, folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Lewis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Want to give a big thanks to Humble Beast for bringing this to my attention. This news kind of went under my radar. Had a long day at work, didn't see it, but Humble Beast, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. Killer Kelly has signed a brand new multi-year deal with Impact Wrestling. I got here post wrestling. Says several weeks ago, Killer Kelly revealed that she has been under contract to Impact Wrestling for the past 2 years. Negotiations between the two sides began after Kelly made her Impact debut in late 2020, but she had been facing visa issues, which prevented her from showing up again. Sooner. The Battleground podcast actually today broke the news. They had Killer Kelly on that Killer Kelly has re-signed a brand new contract with Impact Wrestling for multiple years. She joined them on the podcast to chat about it, and she's looking forward to what she embarks to on her current Impact Wrestling run. She had mentioned that re-signing with Impact Wrestling was an absolute no-brainer. Here's a quote. This is a quote from Killer Kelly. Says. It was an absolute no-brainer. It was what I wanted. I was famished for wrestling. I had a little bit of taste of the taste before, and it just made me want more and more. And the fact that I was back in Portugal, not able to wrestle, and basically haven't since my last Impact appearance. I only had a couple of matches, and she spoke about who she wants to wrestle in Impact Wrestling. She said I have to go in order: Jordan Grace, and then everybody. But the majority of the Knockouts roster I haven't faced yet. I've only been I've only had a couple of matches with Jordan on the Indies, but it was always like Fatal Four Ways tag matches. It was a tag match when I debuted for the Knockout Tag Team Championship tournament. So I haven't had her one-on-one, and I really want to do that. And all the others I've never had a chance to step in the ring with. I'm really looking forward to it. I want all the belts. The first one that I won was the WXW Women's Championship. I was the first ever champion, and since then, nothing at all. It's terrible, not good at all. So Impact, I'm going to have to pursue all the titles. Okay, so that's actually was transcribed by Fightful. Just want to point that out. But that was from the Battleground podcast. So Killer Kelly very excited about re-signing a multi-year deal with Impact Wrestling. And here's how I see it. I'm very excited. She's a great talent, and I personally think that Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich could be the next great homegrown Impact Wrestling rivalry, Impact Wrestling feud. They're both young. Killer Kelly, 30 years old. Masha Slamovich, 24 years old. Both absolutely tremendous talents. I think they're on a collision course, and I think Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich will be or could be the next great Impact Wrestling homegrown feud. So hopefully they will lock horns sooner rather than later. But I will be okay with a slow build. Keep them away from each other. Keep them both undefeated, and set them on a collision course. I think that'll be great. But Killer Kelly wanting a shot. Of course, she mentions here she like a match with Jordan Grace. But Killer Kelly re-upping with Impact Wrestling after signing that 2-year contract in 2020. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to wrestle at all due to visa issues and COVID, but she has re-signed with Impact Wrestling to a multi-year deal, and she's actually making her Impact Wrestling return tonight on Impact on Access TV. I cannot wait to see that. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. Anything else breaks, I'll be back, but until then, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.